Yes. I am AJUMMAing it hard.
Yes.
Yeah, no waistline for me. It just starts underneath the boobies. That's the way that an AJUMMA wears pants. That's me. Oh, God. Jessica was talking about, like, cisgendered white men. And, did you know I'm a mom? Can you believe? You guys can believe. Rude. Whatever. Let's work through it together. I have a son. I know, again, can you believe? And I get that question, in this time in history a lot, where they're like, a boy, like, what are you gonna do? Like, there's a lot of discussion in Facebook mom groups about, like, making sure, like, these boys grow up no me too. That's, like, kind of the hashtag. Not my son. And let me just say this, like, I get it, I get it. And I think about, like, kind of, like, what for my son, like, for me, I guess the world I want for him, and, like, what I want is for the patriarchy to burn to the motherfucking ground! Yeah, that is the appropriate reaction. Weird. Yeah. Can you guys tell I am fresh from set? What? Yeah, I am a working actor. Thank you. Yes, I am a working actor. Web only, not speaking. Yes. But I have to burn that joke now because I did recently book a television spot. Yes, thank you. Where I, as a 37-year-old mother, play a 19-year-old college student. I know. Thank you. It's crazy. It's like. It's why people like don't know stuff, and it's truly one of those rare instances when Hollywood gets it exactly right. No complaints, honey. But let me tell you, whenever I ask Korean people how old I am, they get it like eerily too correct. I'm like, how do you think I am? They're like, 36, about to turn 37 in a couple days. Shut up, Mom. You're so mean. So yeah, I am a mom. I gotta remember that. It's true. And, whenever I do these things, I'm out late, comedy, what a grind. And my son is older now, and he can cling to my leg. And he will say to me when I go out, he will say, Mama, don't go do your jokes. And I say, son, get off of me! Mama's chasing a dream! Yeah, I kick him. And then, so, I get it. Like, I'm a mom, right? I'm a mom, but, like, I always feel like, usually I do, like, kind of hip, like, like, bar, like, everybody says, like, I'm not successful. And I do shows where there's a lot of young people, and I do it for free, and I feel, like, compelled, I always feel compelled to have to tell them, like, I'm actually, like, very cool. Like, I'm a mom, and, like, whatever, but I'm actually very cool, you know what I mean? Like, trust me, I'm like a cool mom, you know what I mean? I'm cool. Like, I have had an abortion, you know what I mean? Yeah, pretty fucking cool. And that's why I call my son a keeper, Yeah, give me those groans, baby. Yeah. I was driving my keeper to daycare, and yeah, I don't want to spend time with him. And I was backing out of the garage and going out to the alley, and there was this GMC Yukon that was trying to get into, I'm sorry, this cunt. And like, and trying to get out, and this cunt was trying to get in, and she could have just waited. We made eye contact, she could have just waited, but she pushed her way in, was forced to pull over, and I was popping off. Classic Kim style, you know what I mean? I was like, and I was popping off, and I was telling my son, I was like, listen, if you ever become an entitled cunt like that, I will kill you. I know, classic mom. And we get to a stop sign, and there's a small silence in the car. My son speaks up, and he says, Mama, can you be nice? You guys, I know, I'm doing an incredible job as a mother. And I looked at my son, and I said, son, never interrupt me again. There's another man trying to tell me what to do. So yeah. So he's 2, and wait, it doesn't mean he can't be a bitch. And so he's 2, and we just finished potty training him. Yeah, kind of crazy, I know. Can you believe he can poo? And there's this concept, in young boys specifically, it is a concept called fecal hoarding. Okay, little boys do this, and that's when little boys hoard their fecals in their body and refuse to shit in the bowl. Ladies, these are the people that wind up making more money than us. You know what I mean? Patriarchy is real. And my son had not shit for 3 days. Okay, we all know what this is like. We've traveled, right? And he was very uncomfortable, so he's like, I have him crouched like this. I have his pants around his ankles, and my hand is quivering. Hand is outside of his little bunghole, and I am begging him to shit into my hands. I'm sorry, did you hear me? The goal of this interaction was that my son shit into my hands. And he was like, no, I don't want to put him in your hand. And I was like, son, do you understand that if I asked Craigslist if someone wanted to shit into my hands, I would make $500. And that is before any sex stuff. I have done the research. So yeah. Obviously Korean. And there's a thing in Korean culture called Baegi. It's a 100-day ceremony. And that means we want to celebrate your child living to 100 days, right? Because life used to be sad. And so my mom wanted to buy my son a very fancy outfit, much like my own, to this evening. And so we went to a boutique along Southport Avenue. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Southport Avenue, right? But it's if Anthropology, the store, were to open up a street, right? Fancy. So we went there, and at the end of the transaction, the boutique cashier lady was asking me for my mother's name. And my mom called out to me in Korean, "This woman needs your name." And I called out to her in Korean, "Why?" And so my mom looked at this woman and said, "Why you need?" And this woman looked at my mother and said, "Okay." And then started to take it down as her name. Okay? This woman heard "Why you need" as a name and was like, "Oh my God, Megan, this is the reason why you moved here from Dubuque." Oh I love diversity. Yes! Yes, queen! Oh, diversity! What you need? Oh my God! And what is really messed up is that this woman did not ask my mother how to spell what you need. Oh, the traditional spelling of what you need? Yes! Yes! I traveled abroad with a what you need! Thank you guys!